nucleus, which is one of the important cell organelles. And this video I have made exclusively for standard 6 and 7. Let's see. As you can see the diagram, this is the diagram of nucleus. Now what I am going to discuss, what is nucleus, who discovered nucleus, what are the shapes, sizes, structure and composition and function of nucleus. Let's start. Now, what is nucleus? It is the largest organelle inside the cell. It is the largest in size, taking about a tenth of entire cell volume. Okay. Now, this nucleus is membrane bound organelle. It is membrane bound. It is also called the brain of the cell, and it is also called command center. It is present in plant cells, animal cells, yeast, fungi and algae. Now let's see who discovered or coined the term nucleus. Let's see. It is discovered by Antony van Leeuwenhoek. This scientist is the same scientist who discovered simple microscope. But details were furnished by Robert Brown in the year 1831. As it is big in size, making it one of the easiest organelles to identify under the microscope. Okay, now I have divided this nucleus into 4 parts, as you can see. Number 1 is your nuclear membrane. As you can see, this is the nuclear membrane, black in color. It is double layered, made up of phospholipid. It is having nuclear pore. You can see the passage between the membranes. This passage is called nuclear pore. It is connected to the endoplasmic reticulum. As you can see in the diagram, this nuclear membrane or the nuclear envelope is connected to the endoplasmic reticulum, which is a very important part of cell organelle, which we are going to discuss in next video. So this endoplasmic reticulum is attached with the wall of the nuclear envelope. You can see this endoplasmic reticulum has got red dots over it. Now these red dots are called ribosome. So this is rough endoplasmic reticulum. Now this endoplasmic reticulum, this part, flattened sac-like structure, this you cannot see ribosome over here. So this is smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Now come to the fluid which is present inside the nucleus. That is called nucleoplasm or karyoplasm or nuclear sap. The fluid which is present inside the cell is called cytoplasm. The fluid which is present inside the nucleus is called nucleoplasm or karyoplasm or nuclear sap. Let's see what is inside this. Now, this is similar to cytoplasm, as I said. It contains chromosomes. You can see this structure. It contains nucleotides and enzyme. Soluble liquid portion is called nucleosome. Third, come to the nucleolus. This blue shaped structure is called nucleolus. We have come to the third part. Now what is this nucleolus and who discovered this nucleolus? Now this nucleolus, as you can see, it is present inside the nucleoplasm. Now this is discovered by an Italian scientist, Felix Fontana. Okay. Now what is the function of this particular structure or the shape or the body? It synthesizes ribosomal RNA. which is written as small r RNA. It is a site of ribosome biogenesis. Now what is biogenesis? It refers to the synthesis. Any genesis means synthesis, means making. Making of what? Protein. It makes protein. Now come to the fourth part. What is that? This is chromatin fiber, which is present inside the nucleoplasm. It condenses, coiled, and it forms chromosomes. Chromo means colored, zomes means body. It is present in eukaryotic cells. Now, next point. It is complex molecular structure. As you can see, it is very thin, hair-like, but it is not like that. It is very complex and it is made up of macromolecules. Now this particular structure is composed of DNA, RNA and proteins. Now we'll talk about this part, DNA. What is DNA? It carries genetic material from parents to offspring. This is also called genes. Genes is the hereditary material. Now come to the histone part. Histone is actually a protein which you are going to study in your higher classes. Now come to the cell which is called erythrocytes or red blood corpuscles. This cell divides of nucleus. Okay, there is one microorganism that is called slime molds. It is a fungi. It has got more than one nucleus. If a cell contains more than one nucleus, it is called multinucleated cells. This is the extra information which I am giving you. Let's go to the... Now I have correlated neutrophil with chromosome or the nucleus. Let's see how. Let's see the correlation. Now neutrophil is present in white blood corpuscles or WBC in human body. 50 to 80% neutrophil is present. Now this is the diagram of neutrophil. You can see the nucleus is lobed. There are 3 lobes. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and lobes are connected with hair-like filaments, and this cell has got granules. Now this neutrophil, where it is formed in bone marrow. In case of any infection, you will find this neutrophil high in the blood, because this is the first responder in case of infection. It is very motile, mobility is there, and it is phagocytic in nature. That means it will engulf the pathogens, whether it is bacteria or virus or any microorganism which entered our body. Recap. What we have studied, nucleus. Let's see. Recap. Now we have discussed about the nucleus. What is nucleus? It is the largest organelle inside the cell. Okay, it is a membrane bound organelle. You can see there is double layer membrane. It is also called the brain of the cell or command center. It is present in animal cell, plant cell, yeast, algae and fungi. Now I have divided this nucleus into 4 parts. First is nuclear membrane. As you can see, the outermost layer is a nuclear membrane, which is double layered structures having nuclear pore. It is connected to endoplasmic reticulum outside, okay, and it is separated by nucleoplasm from this membrane separates the nucleoplasm from cytoplasm. This is inside the cell. Nucleus is present inside the cell. So this nucleoplasm is separated from the cytoplasm through this membrane, which is called nuclear envelope. This is endoplasmic reticulum. This is chromatin fiber. This is nuclear pore. This is nucleoli. And these are the small red like dots are called ribosome, which is a site of protein synthesis. Come to the nucleoplasm. The fluid present inside the nucleus is called nucleoplasm. It contains chromosomes, nucleotides and enzymes. Come to the nucleolus part. Now this nucleolus part is very important as it is a site of protein synthesis, because it synthesizes ribosomes by the process of biogenesis. Refers to the synthesis of ribosome is called ribosome biogenesis, and it is a site of synthesis of ribosomal RNA, and it is discovered by Italian scientists. The name of Italian scientist was Ferris Fontana. Come to the last part, that is chromatin fiber, which is very important. It is a complex macromolecules composed of DNA, RNA and proteins. This protein is histone protein, which is present in eukaryotic cell. It is coiled and condensed to form chromosome. Now this strand is called chromatin fiber. When it is coiled and condensed, this form is called chromosome. Chromo means colored, somes means body. It carries genetic material, also called genes.